All right, guys, this is the motor right here. There's a stage 2 cam inside there with brand new headers, brand new lifters. I'm gonna drop the cam spec sheet right here.
If you're planning on reusing these oil seals, when you're gonna get down to this point, you want to kind of spin them to like release instead of ripping them out, so you might have a chance to reuse them. It's recommended to replace them though. Make sure not to lose the keepers unless you have some backup keepers. Make sure these little things that hold the valve spring caps in. If you lose them and you can't get more that day, you'll be screwed. So this is the stuff that I use for like dye. It's chem dye. Like I usually put this around the valve seats where the valves would normally rest. So when you have this dyed with this blue dye and you're going to lap it and you're grinding them to marry them to the whatever valve, whatever number it's going to be seated in, it will slowly, like there's grinding compound, it's called lapping compound. It's like sandpaper, but in a liquid form. And what that does is it's going to grind it down until it perfectly matches. We'll show you the steps in a second. You can look this up too at the part number. So these are the called roll lock bristles. Bring these down. We're gonna still deck it. We have a trick that we've converted apart from Harbor Freight to have a perfectly flat surface of sand. But we're gonna clean up all this off first with this, blow it off, clean up the brake cleaner. To get a lot of this crazy grime out, you could take like one of those Scotch pads. These are the Scotch Brite pads. You can cut them shorter. If you add a little bit WD-40 to it, you can like literally sand everything down without damaging anything. Be careful with the valve seats. You don't want to sand those areas just for like the gunk around. You can. Be careful with these areas because you got to lap that in. I wanted to show you guys a trick. There's these pads are called Roll Lock by 3M. They're not that cheap. They're about like, I would say $20 a freaking disc, but they're totally worth it. Green is for like a 60 grit. This is like 120 grit. I would recommend this for like just surface, really lightly, just kind of like scuffing against all this. We're gonna still deck it to even it out, but this is just to get the gunk and stuff off to start off with. But you can do this with every surface.
What it looks like before.
It could be like the worst grime, like, so this is like the exhaust header side. You can see that it's completely clean. I'm gonna obviously even it out, clean it out a little bit better. This is just to get most of the grime off. Same with up here. After we get done removing all this grime, we're gonna still deck it to even it out to where it's like flat, true flat. When you're doing this, you have to be really careful. You don't wanna like get into like, so when you're going around these little, like where the pistons would normally seat, you don't wanna go too heavy around these edges, because if you go too deep, then you're gonna have a massive blowout. So I'm sitting here touching it by hand just to feel this is intake side, just to make sure there's like no extra heavy grooves or anything that's not gonna seal up properly. I'm probably just gonna clean this up too as well, just clean everything with this. Along with the top, I want the new gaskets to seal really well. We do have like a safeguard in case all else fails. This stuff right here, if we take the gaskets and spray both sides and give it a second to like dry up, it'll become tacky, and then when it bonds, it's like a damn near permanent bond. A bunch of different ways you can remove the valve springs. This usually sits on top of, like, let's just say there's a valve spring here. You would set it on there, then you'd hammer it, spring loaded. It catches, it's magnetic, so it catches the keepers. It's one way to do it, and you could do that with it in the engine. There's also like screw-on clamp tools that you can like screw onto one of these holes, and it'll hold the spring down, pop the valve keepers out, pull it out. It's a tedious, pain in the ass process, but I mean, I guess in this case we want to get the motor done. And then tomorrow we'll get the replacements, or in a few days whenever we get them in stock. So we can clean this up. Like I'm gonna put back the valves when I'm cleaning around the areas, because we don't want to scratch up the actual seats. But we want to clean all this gunk off, both the valve and this. This is a Scotch Brite pad that you use for surface scuffing for when you go into paint. If you take this plus WD-40, like soak this in that and just rub it. You'll see it's just crazy how fast it'll get the gunk out.
So this is the before?
Yeah. So what's that? This is the die set. What I'm doing right now is I'm putting the valves back in the order that they came out. So I marked the front of the block, which is in blue dye. The table I also marked, just because we don't care about the table, but this is the side that all this starts on. It's in order. So right now we're gonna set this back just because we're gonna clean up the area around it. We don't want to scuff the seat around this, where this sits against that. That's like a lip. We have to marry that in by lapping it. We don't want to ever grind in there by accident or scratch it up, because then we can't have that. If this isn't sealed, then you're gonna have compression loss, all kinds of havoc. The WD-40, it's water-based. PB Blast, you wouldn't really want to use that inside your engine, because if it's oil-based, it will not go away. This will eventually evaporate, etc. It won't damage anything. But you can spray some on the pad, and you'll see like the gunk will literally just come right off.
Guys, so this is not only a learning experience for you guys, I'm also learning too. My boy Mo has been in the industry for about 25 years now, so he's pretty legit, and he's somebody, you know, I can actually trust to work on my motor. And this isn't my cup of tea, but I'm gonna be learning just like you guys. It looks really good.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that point anyways though.
I mean, Mo is better than the machine shop, I think, but he wants to stay humble, but I think he's better than the machine shop. I know. Oh look, you see? They're not 100.
Yeah.
They're not 100.
I think they probably did it the same way we're about to do it.
Yeah, no, they're not 100.
No, it seems like, yeah.
You see them? Right. We'll clean it up a little bit. No, it looks good though.
So this is a Permatex like lapping compound. It's two grits. This is like the more coarse grit to like kind of really get in there to start the grooving. This is like the final stage of the second stage of sanding. Think of this as sandpaper. Like this is like a heavier grit, this is lighter grit. So we're gonna apply this. This is the first valve in the cylinder that has like the chem dye and stuff to let us know that if it's working or not. So we're gonna apply just like a little bit around the rim. We're gonna seat it into the valve. And then you would be rotating this side to side. These tools kind of suck, but yeah, it's not even working. So when you're lapping, like you're pretty much like spinning this and it's grinding. And then like what I do is I normally go at a steady, slow rate, spin and grind, but I'll keep lifting up and down too while I'm using the drill. The drill is a trick. There's a hose that's perfectly fitted for the valves. Like this is a valve, you'd stick this over it. But you'd have to put it through the head first. Like this is in the head already. So I'm gonna apply this on the opposite side of it. So now we're tightening it, and then you'll see it work in a second. You hear the grinding? You kind of just spin it in. Also, you see how like there's the chem dye was there? The chem dye won't just wipe off. It's like nail polish, but you see how it's perfectly scorched? Now this is married to that, but it's kind of still rough. So now we have to smooth it out with the finer, the second one, which is like the lighter grit. So once to do that to all of them, and it looks like that, smoother, then we've achieved what we're trying to do.
All right, guys, we're on the second head. We finished off with the low grit, and now we're going on to the higher grit. Other one is sitting right over there. We're gonna wash that, but we wanted to finish this one first. We just finished off the high grit.
We started with the high grit. We're going with the lower grit now.
Now we're going with the lower grit. Did I say the opposite?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. We sanded down the face, sanded down the valves. So as you guys can see, it's smooth. It's looking good.
Flat surface that we end up getting. A lot of people use like 2x4s, or like, they use like 4x4 like metal beams. They're usually straight, but we end up going Harbor frames.
Good little technique. Do DIY. Do it at home. This is for what? So what's the purpose of this?
So this is a level, like you want that kind of make it completely flat.
Evenly.
Yeah, so if you have any, like, you'll be able to see if there's any spots there, like lower, it's evenly dexted for the gaskets to sit properly. Also, like if you guys go to get sandpaper, we started off with 220. Then
That's 600, 220.
220, 320, then 600 for the finish. If you guys can get it to where it's a sticker already, like the sandpaper, so you just cut
Make it a lot easier, yeah.
We were using this, and it does add, it possibly could add a little high spots, but it's not terrible though.
No, it did good. All right, guys, let me show you guys how to contract the actual Harbor Freight technique. Okay, so when you're decking a block, you're gonna want to move evenly.
First start, go long ways first.
Like this?
Yep, so I can even the block out, and then we're gonna go even that out more.
Okay, bring it. There you go.
No, left to left and right, straight. Kind of get in here on the front.
Like this?
So, yeah, you could do that.
Alright, so we finished decking the blocks, and now we're gonna go ahead and degrease them, clean them off, spray them with some water.
Now we're about to put the valves in.
Now that we got the stoppers installed and the springs compressed down, we're gonna go ahead and clean the back side of the heads and actually slap them on the motor.
Seven months. Get K9, thrown around as parts, everything. But we're finally fucking done. Every single person that sees this bitch, I'm gonna give you 100,000 out.
guys, so we got the motor inside the car. Everything's all set and ready. And now we're gonna go ahead and top it off with some oil. We obviously wanna make sure we put some oil in there before we crank it on. And everything's looking mighty tight right now. All we got left is the battery. We're gonna go ahead and throw the battery in there afterwards. But first things first, we're gonna go ahead and put some oil in.
What I'm doing right now is I'm putting this on it's a 21 millimeter, putting it on the socket so I can rotate the block, which is going to turn the crank. It's going to turn the flywheel, which we're going to torque down.
We're gonna go ahead and slap on the thread lock, red, high strength.
Yeah, we do some Loctite on there just to be safe because vibration. Adding octane booster because gas is going to deplete over time, and all this is doing is just re-adding octane back to the gas so it's not watered down from losing its octane from sitting around.
Fire it up. Finally, for the moment of truth. To turn it on. Bismillah. Hell yeah.
It's about damn time, goddammit.
So right now we gotta let it warm up for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna rev it at 2,000 RPM for about 20 minutes. Battery light right there, that is for the alternator. But right now it sounds pretty good. It's not tuned yet, so you know it's not gonna be choppy as I want it to be, but it sounds really good. Really big thumbs up for this one.
At 72 degrees.
So the thermostat is gonna open up at 70 degrees. Right now we're currently at 53. I don't see my thermostat is not working right now, but it's right here. This is our temperature right here. So basically the cam crank was not learned, but the car is overheating pretty fast. So I hope I can try and learn the crank before it starts overheating, but it looks like we're gonna have to turn it off. Cam crank relearn completed. Perfect. Turn it off. Cam crank learned. Right while I was overheating. Let's hit OK. Okay. Check PCM odometer. Enable different rules. Test mode. Alright guys, and now the Jeep is all set. Got the full wrap, two-tone chrome red, satin black. Got the SRT splats on the side, comp cams, ARP head bolts. Loki gotta get that, but I'm probably just gonna leave that for now. Diablo tuner, HHP, racing.com. Make sure you guys check them out. And it's finally time to hear the car. Alright guys, and the wrap is all set with the stage 2 cam. You guys seen it from the ground up. I bought this car with a blown motor, water flood, and I wasn't expecting it to be this clean when I got it. All I needed to do was swap out the motor, but you guys see it you guys see it. Bring it back to life. We got the stage 2 cam in there, upgraded lifters, upgraded headers, long tube headers, full exhaust system. Let me know what you guys think I should do to it next. I think I'm all set with the outside. I mean, the outside looks pretty good. Although, I already got the interior taken apart. I forgot to finish the video, but comment down below and let me know what color I should wrap the car next or what I should do to it next. Until next time, I'll see you boys in the next video. Peace.